Hello there, what is going on everybody? We are looking at the Occupier Tank for Star Wars Legion today. This is the TX-225 GAVW, formerly called the GAV-w Occupier Tank. I always called it the GAV-w in my older videos, so I figured it was only appropriate that I call it that today. Big thanks to Asmodee and Atomic Mass Games for sending this out for review. We are going to open this thing. It has been like 6 or 7 years, I want to say, since the last time I took a look at one of these tanks. This is the new version of Star Wars Legion. This is going to be the tank that we know and love, but also it's going to have the new cards. I'm not sure if this is going to be on a sprue this time, because I actually went back and watched my old GAV unboxing, and it was bagged. Everything was bagged in the original GAV. So I'm curious how this one is going to be. If you guys are new here to the channel, I'd love to have you stick around. We talk a lot about tabletop miniatures games, science fiction based games, Star Wars games, board games, card games, everything in between. I'd love to have you join. We also do giveaways all the time. We're doing a $25 Amazon gift card giveaway right now. You just have to be a subscriber and leave a comment on this or one of my other videos to enter to win that. So that's be cool. And what do you know? We have bagged GAV pieces in here. Oh, it is going to be pretty. We've got cards. Okay. So we've got cards. We're going to look at those. We've got this. Why do we put this out? I do this for everything because we want to see what comes in it. I also want to be able to thank the people that worked on this game. That's everybody right there. So yes, we are going to get, no, this is a large base tank. If you guys are unfamiliar with this one, this is an old tank from the early days of Star Wars Legion. First really seen in Rogue One. This one was made to kind of launch alongside a whole bunch of other Rogue One themed expansions that had come out for Star Wars Legion. We get this monstrous base in here. This thing is very, very big. And as far as assembly goes, this is one of those units that's much easier to assemble, largely because it's A, it's bagged, B, it is pretty much already built. You could, if you really wanted to, you could put this on here and kind of call it a day. Your friends and family would disown you for not at least putting the rest of the pieces on there, but you could do it. We've got these Kyber crystal crates here, and there's a cool story about this too. If you are new to Star Wars Legion, sit down. I'm going to tell you a tale of wonders far beyond that of mere mortals. But if you are a veteran, you probably already know this. The GAV tank in question here was once allowed to take units that could ride on board, and much like the old transport rules. But for a time, while you were transporting a unit, that unit could actually fire from the back of the GAV. This gave rise to the Tesla tank with Palpatine being on here, or some people assembling these without the Kyber crystal crates on here and putting an E-web on board here so that it could move around and let the E-web kind of be built in the back. And it was a beautiful thing. It was really, really quite wonderful, and it makes me want to build one for the glory days, just to bring everything back. Now, some folks did try to magnetize these. Because this piece is kind of pre-assembled, it's a little harder to get your magnets in there. You'd have to kind of crack it open and then re-glue it. Now, this is a hard plastic, but it is already pre-bagged, so we're going to have to just accept our fate and not have to cut things out. Now, we've got our pilots, or I'm sorry, this looks like our gunner and our pilot maybe in here. And then we have all of the extra pieces here. Now we have all of our track pieces. Let me go ahead and dump these out. Oh boy, there's a lot of stuff here. And I am going to fast forward and show you what this thing looks like assembled. I will probably use my current one. Now, an interesting thing is, if you are looking for the original build instructions, if you go back and check my old GAV unboxing from years ago, a lifetime ago, right? And actually, they had all of the printed instructions already in there in the insert, which was, and it was really very simple. It wasn't hard. Like these kind of went on the sides. These went in there. Boom. Like we're almost done, right? Like this is not a hard unit to build. So that's a really cool thing. You know, we could do this. There's a lot of things you could do differently with a GAV too, with having a second GAV. You know, you can, I'm going to take these off for right now, but you have this hatch, right? And you have your gunner that goes in here. You know, you have this guy and you build him out, but I could do something different with this one, and I could like have the hatch closed, which is something I never did in the first one, right? Like this could be a totally different hatch. It could be, wait, hold on. It has to go, oh no, don't drop pieces now. But I mean, that's my point, is you could run it a little differently. We could put the hatch, have it closed on there. Now, you probably want to see what this thing looks like fully assembled. We'll do that. We're going to look at the cards too. I want to see what they're giving us in this expansion. All right, so we do get our new 2.0 version of the card, our Legion's new edition here. I'm going to take one of our foreign language because, again, you're going to also get all of the different language cards. But it basically comes with one unit card and then 2 hard points. But we'll go ahead and take the other version and put it behind so you can check the upgrades, right? I will admit I always did like it when all the points and the upgrades were on the front. I don't like having to flip my cards over, especially to showcase them to you. Maybe that's just unique to me as a content creator. I find it easier to talk about stuff when everything is on the one card. So alternatively, I have to do things like this. But that's my own personal preference. This is a heavy, of course. It's got 8 health, 6 resilience, no surge at all, but we do have the quad cannons and the twin cannons. It is an Arsenal 2 tank, which does mean it can fire without any of the hard points. It can fire both weapons without its hard points. It has armor 5. It has reposition, which is extremely useful for being able to get your turns in before or after you move. It's got transport, which is has been, of course, changed since the old version, which used to let people kind of just ride around on it all day long until they wanted to get off. But now it allows you kind of an enhanced deployment. And it's got weak point 1 on the sides. And by the way, those sides are very, very big. So you want to kind of wedge this in between 2 mountains and point it directly at your opponents. Plus, its guns are forward-facing, right? So they're both fixed front. So you want to do that. That's definitely one of those things you want to do. Now, it can take a driver, it can take a hard point, and it can take comms, but we did not get any driver/pilot updates in this version. We do have our pintle-mounted RT-97 Charlie, which is going to give us range 1 to 4, a red and 3 white. Also, let's point out that this is not a fixed front weapon. It can shoot in any direction. Alternatively, we can take a DLT-19, which is also ranged 1 to 4, but gives us 2 red and impact 1. So we have both of those upgrades in here, and we're also getting our little heavy token for the tank to activate. Now, an interesting thing is I did say that this was hard plastic, but there are definitely pieces in here that are soft plastic, like this gun, the RT and the DLT, right? Like they are soft. So it's, again, I think the things were made in different sections or different factories. I think this was the exact same way that the original one was. So that is definitely something to think about. Maybe I want to make my hatch closed this time. You want to see how my other one was? Because we can compare the two. All right, so this is my original tank. Now, this one, I never did glue these guns in, by the way. It's been like 7 years, and they're still holding strong, so you don't have to glue them in. They're actually a pretty tight fit, so if you want to be able to move those, which would be really cool. I know some folks have been saying once air support rolls around, it would be great to have some vehicles that can shoot upward, and how cool would it be if this is one of the tanks that got like a new hard point or something that lets it shoot up? Like that'd be cool. I don't know. That's the things I'm thinking about. But yeah, I think I did glue these on, and this guy, because I think the hard plastic, he never like glued quite as well to the soft plastic, so he was always kind of out. It could pop in and out so my little dude there. So we've got this is kind of the paint job I went with. I also did something weird because I always figured with as big as this tank was. And the way the lines are, right, it was going to be hard to see those arc lines. So I did this thing where I magnetized the tank, and so it could come off. And I've since glued it. I'm about to break it. I'm about to break the thing off the base. There it is. Yeah. So I just broke my tank live because, yeah, I magnetized it right here, but then I also glued it down because it kept coming off, and now I'm going to have to re-glue. Oh, boy. Yeah, no, so there you go. This is nice magnetized. And this shows you how many different times I've tried basing it. I tried different alien-colored sand and then went back to snow, and it's interesting, like, to take a look at something 7 years later and to see what new schemes we can come up with. I think I'll definitely do the other one slightly different to make them kind of each stand out a little bit. So yeah, that's the GAV tank. Definitely one of the easiest models to put together since it's pretty much almost done straight out of the box. A very good option for newer players that maybe don't have the patience to clip a million pieces out of a frame. But don't get your hopes up. They're not all going to be like this. This is just those holdovers from the original versions of Legion. So pretty cool stuff. All right, folks, so that is a look at the TX-225 GAVW Occupier Tank. Now, I will say I really do love the paint job they have on the factory model here. I absolutely love the shading, and the photography department did a great job capturing that. Puts mine to shame, honestly, so it kind of sets the bar pretty high. So we'll have to see if we can make this one really shine a little bit more than its older brother here. But yeah, if you missed this one when it was out, years ago, this is your chance to pick it up again. It's a pretty solid, long-based transport that does allow some awesome deployment options. Also great if you're looking for a Rogue One themed list. You can definitely do that. I didn't see any regular Stormtrooper pilot options, and I seem to remember that the original one had the option of going with this version or a regular Stormtrooper option, but maybe I might be mistaken there. I'll have to go back and rewatch my old unboxing video again, but it's got everything you need. Real easy to assemble. I pretty much almost built the whole thing right on camera for you. I've just got the tread to put on the tracks, and that's it. There's not a whole lot more to it. Pretty cool stuff. We've got our gunner options. I got my hatch closed there. And if you want to check this out, I'll have links to where you can check it out in the description below. Plus, you can jump in there and check out Patreon, Discord, all that other stuff. Love to have you stick around. We'll talk to you guys later. Again, big thanks to Atomic Mass Games. Big thanks to Asmodee. And big thanks to my patrons. You guys are absolutely amazing and help make this whole channel possible. I will talk to you later. May the Force be with you. Live long and prosper. Be excellent to each other. Party on, dudes. So see we all. And always wash your socks.